So we are back again, this time with the old crew. Introduce yourselves.
Hello, today is May 19th.
Hello, I'm a slacker of ill repute.
May 19th.
And I'm doing no harm current. I'm doing no harm currently. But
It's starting again.
We have a big video tonight. We have fully upgrading the Jackdaw, I believe, and fighting the 4 legendary ships, and a big story mission.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big one tonight, and that's why I wanted to get both of you in for this one.
Red boats, dead boats.
There's going to be a lot of dead boats today, and presumably a lot of sailors along with them. And I cannot comment further, but we may be killing the supernatural too, so just throwing that out there.
We've killed everything else.
Basically, yeah. And I will soon be... I like this outfit, I'm just throwing that out there, but I will be changing into a more appropriate one very soon. Elite Heavy Shot is one of the big upgrades you want to get before you fight the legendary ship.
Yeah.
Elite Heavy Shot does a hell of a lot of damage.
That one route just totally fucking you over, I see.
And while not as important, might as well get the Heavy Shot storage upgrade too.
Oh, that one actually is slightly more important. Not as important, but...
And there's the last Animus fragment too, north of Mystery Island. Now, I'll have you know my journey over here was fascinating, including the trip skips. But, yeah.
So...
And I just missed the dig prompt if you were looking really closely.
Yeah, I was about to say.
There we go.
So this was the smaller cavern where they were shooting monkeys or something. Just like
They're
randomly shooting monkeys.
I think it's target practice.
Like,
Maybe with monkeys, but still.
well, you know, they're small, they're kind of fast. It's okay for getting your accuracy up there. I mean, you know, why shoot a paper target? It doesn't fucking move.
Just one more. Oh wait, we need fire barrel storage too, I guess.
Because those are really useful.
They actually kind of are. In the last legendary ship we fight this update, they are more useful than you think. But it's only because of the way that particular ship fights.
Yeah, that one in particular, the AI is so stupid. Well, it does a thing.
Yeah,
it does a thing. It has a gimmick, and in this one particular case, fire barrels are actually useful for that gimmick, and not any other ship in the game.
The problem is the AI is programmed to avoid fire barrels, which means they're not terribly useful unless the ship is literally right
up
behind
your ass.
you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you can hit them with like all 4 fire barrels, and it does considerable damage.
Right, and we had discussed it before, but back in Rogue, they made it more useful because instead of fire barrels, it's Greek fire, which is a more persistent effect, and it's more persistent. 2, it just kind of lays behind you, so it's harder to dodge if a ship is trailing you closely.
We're saving the sexiest upgrade for last. Elite fire barrel storage.
Yes, kill me now. Where is it?
There is the last upgrade and the last buried treasure. So that's all for that.
Good job, Kenway. Whatever would you have done? Now your pirate engineers can go stuff more fire barrels in your cabins. You got to that point, didn't you?
What point?
In Uncharted.
The
No.
fire barrels?
No, the constant cracking that Nate does for an entire chapter on pirate engineering. But
I did not get to that part, actually. I left off on the start of chapter 16.
Oh, hey guys, spoilers.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
played that game yet.
You're going to want to play it.
Oh, I know I will. I'll just wait till it goes on sale.
Let's just throw that out there. You're going to want to play it.
yeah, I'm just saying that he makes jokes. It involves pirates, for God's sake. That much has been clear.
This is,
Nate making jokes?
Uncharted
No.
4
On pirates.
Uncharted 4 is pretty relevant to this game because it's all about pirates.
Pirates.
Yes.
And the central plot hook of the game is very similar to the main story arc of this game that involves a pirate utopia.
Maybe it succeeds even better than the one in this game.
Maybe
Who knows?
Maybe it turned out a little better. But yeah, that view from that, I was telling you last night, the view from the top of that building was just unbelievable.
Yes, there's some really great vistas in that.
And that's it. We've fully upgraded the Jackdaw.
Hooray!
Now the only
Yay.
thing that are outstanding are some of the community challenge Jackdaw stuff, but I don't particularly give a shit.
Nor you should really.
No, I should not know. But we're bringing out the Death Vessel tonight.
Death Vessel.
We got a full lineup. We have the wheel, we have the sails, and we have the figurehead.
Mutually agreeable, I'm sure. Need to disappear, Captain.
And that one guy is still asking me about my wanted level, which I'm not gonna reduce.
You really should eventually. Just get your conscience clear.
Look, it keeps my crew on edge, having to fight off the hunters occasionally.
Keeps him sharp.
Exactly. But I feel for a video like this, we need Edward the Legend.
Oh God. Oh boy. Here we go.
That is also what I'm going to title this update, Edward the Legend.
Hmm.
Let's see, we got our first legendary ship is just southwest of us.
Oh boy. Here we go.
In-
Which one's the?
Well, you'll see very shortly, but in terms of difficulty, lower right is the easiest, lower left is the next easiest, upper right is fairly challenging, upper left is definitely the hardest. That's how that works.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's at least with Rogue, they're basically placed in the the zones that make sense where
Yeah.
bottom is the easiest,
It's kind of weird in this game because the bottom half of the world map has more powerful ships than the top, but the legendary ships on the bottom are definitely easier than the ones on the top.
Yeah.
La Dama Negra.
Ah, boy. The Black Lady. Now, if I remember right, the Dama Negra does not have anything particularly notable other than the armor and the mortars.
Yeah, the mortars.
Say other than a shitload.
The mortars really are going to kick your ass if you stay at range in them. So, don't stay at range because the mortars will annihilate you. But yeah, the Black Lady does not take any damage whatsoever on the sides. No matter what you throw at it, it won't take anything. So you have to attack at either the bow or the back. The back is much easier.
Right. It's a much wider target.
Yeah, but the Dama Negra will constantly be trying to move away from you and pelt you with the mortars, which is why you want to keep up.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Elite Ram does considerable damage to it.
I'm gonna say that was a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
La Dama Negra has a fat ass.
Exactly. Unfortunately, you're kind of physics away Yeah, the heavy shot
Yeah.
does a hell of a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's not that you have to use chain shot to damage it. If you can get in a situation like that where your side is against its back, you can hit it with normal rounds. But
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is that normally whenever you would do the ram, you kind of peel off to the side, and you do open yourself up for that as a good, quick follow-on. It's not that hard. And fire railers.
But yeah, all the legendary ships are men of wars. The thing with all of them is that they are not the regular men of wars. They are much faster and have a lot more health.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be. That one seems to be a bit more agile.
Yeah.
It's like twice. Yeah, just launching a huge mortar barrage.
Raised it.
That's why you brace, folks. Overall, this is not a particularly difficult fight. It's just you can lose a lot of health really quickly. Like at the opening, when I was beginning this battle, I lost almost a third of my health pretty much instantly.
Yeah, this one's more... Because this one...
Down she goes.
Yep. Because this one at least has a really giant weak spot, and it's really easy to exploit if you can... You are still, even though it's faster than a regular galleon, you are faster than it. So you can maneuver around and get it, but it's just gonna... You have to be more careful.
It's too bad they didn't allow you to put those in your fleet if you beat them.
That would be awesome.
No, they all sink.
I know, and that's shit.
I mean, it would be cool. I'd really appreciate that, but yeah.
You can look at the model in the... you do get the model. That's about it.
It's only a model. Shh.
I suspect you are meant to do the one in the bottom right first, because it's basically just a straight up fight with a more powerful man of war. There's no gimmicks at all with it.
Is this the... So
Yes,
that, yes, now
this legendary ship, we have encountered it before, but I immediately ignored it because I was in no position to fight one.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you're finally getting all the upgrades,
Yep,
so now
I'm fully
it's fully
upgraded too.
And now you're just going to get constant reminders about making rope
And
darts.
or sleeping darts.
Yeah.
Death Vessel figure is very nice. I think Anne has like 2 or 3 different lines that are unique to her after Ade leaves. But it's kind of hard to hear her in the first place, since usually when she's speaking there's a lot of other noise going on. It's hard to hear her.
Yeah.
I drive like shit.
Great captaining right there.
There's more hunters.
Look at my very
know.
nice sails.
There is a way to deal with these hunters.
Thankfully that guy's stuck on the wrong side of the island, so he's not going to be bothering me.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically the thing with legendary ships is that the event starts as soon as you get into mortar range.
And at least in Rogue, I think it at least gave you the prompt to, you're going to go fight it.
Yeah, we're fighting a ghost ship this time.
It looks like a ghost ship.
Risen from the dead to sink us.
Pirate ghosts.
Ghost pirates.
The worst kind of ghosts.
Or the best kind.
Well, they could be pirate mummies, but that's a different story entirely.
I wish I'm sure there are about 1 million different British ships that have been named the HMS Prince. I wish this one had a more unique name to see if there was an actual ship that was sunk, and Ubisoft just brought it back to the ghost ship, because that'd be pretty cool.
So
like, the British really love to have names, the same name for a bunch. Yeah, I just want to throw my health too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like 7 or 8 different British ships that have had the name Ark Royal over the years, so not a very creative bunch.
We reuse names a lot too in the US, so it's not quite
Well,
that
at
bad.
least we have 50 states to name shit after. That's a start.
Really, at this point of Star Trek, how many
Yeah.
enterprises have there been?
5 or 6.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see with the fully upgraded Jackdaw.
Yeah, or
I'm
if you
just
count the
tearing this thing to
rebooted Ark
shreds.
universe. Yeah, so... Yeah, basically the entire game behind this fight is it's
Yeah.
foggy. And it's
And
foggy.
you're fighting a ghost ship, which is indistinguishable from a normal ship.
So it's not very ghosty if you can blow it up.
I wanted to ram this thing, but I don't have enough speed, and what I would have to do is I would have to slow down, then wait for it to get some distance, then speed up, which is entirely too much effort.
Or you could just cap it with a chain shot.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, basically my attitude right there was, alright, I've had enough of this shit.
Right up your ass.
Hopefully it'll stay in Jolly Roger's... Davy Jones's locker, I'm sorry. It'll stay in Davy Jones's locker this time. And hey, we've got one more little side quest to wrap up. Animus Fragments. Now,
Just never in this part
Syndicate
of the map
did do the little collectible thing right, because they're called data fragments, and the more you unlock of them, the more lore you unlock, which is an incentive to keep collecting them after you've gotten the achievement for it. And the very last one you get has a nice little plot hook that I'm sure a lot of people in the Syndicate thread know about, but like 95% of people who play the game probably would not know about it, but there's a definite hook, yes.
out there. You should just like drive your ship onto the island. Get it and,
This is the last time.
Engines full
This is
reverse.
the last time
Shit.
I have one of these piece of shit islands I have to go to. It's just so nice when you're wrapping up collectible quests like this. The animals have come to join us too.
kill the bird.
Pelican, no.
I think that was a hand.
I was trying to stab it, but there's no prompt for stabbing it. There we go. That's all of them.
And
Oh,
Uncharted,
Uncharted.
we've now got it all of the Uncharted fragments. And another relevant plot hook for why.
This game and Uncharted 4 basically the same game. They're even they're even the fourth entry in both their series, which is not exactly true in either case, but still.
Yeah. I was gonna say Uncharted 4 is more the Goonies, but we can go with that.
Yeah, Goonies is a decent media comparison.
You have no idea. You know, they haven't engaged you in battle. You could just fast travel out
I
of
could do
here.
that, yes.
Or you could blow them off and then hold them ransom. And make them more reduce the wanted level.
I could capture their captains and induce them to join me to creating a pirate utopia. That's something I could do. Probably not going to work, but still try.
Oh god, there's...
Also, the Pontificate, did you notice the Jackdaw's flag has changed?
No.
It now has the skull and crossbones inside an assassin symbol.
Oh.
Yeah, they're having a pretty good deal down at the flag store. Nothing is free, everything is permitted.
50% off. We got your flags here. We got your fire barrels. Come on down. Pete's
So
Pirate
basically,
Emporium.
you got entirely lucky because of the water, the fucking storm and the tornadoes, the water spouts, killed the fucking ships for you.
I'm
Hey,
not
whatever
Mother
works.
Nature. What are you blaming me for?
Yeah.
And this is the last ship boarding we'll do.
Take that, you fat sack of shit.
Oh hey, even the gunner came. Oops, knocked him over that barrel. That was pretty weird looking. I mean, certainly the visual look of having your crew and the enemy crew fighting each other is very entertaining to watch. It's just, it becomes pretty apparent early on that your crew are bleeding worthless, and you have to do 99%, I just stabbed that guy, and you have to do 99% of the work with these guys.
You stabbed the captain in the junk.
Well, you know, they don't get paid all that well, so they figure if they just fake it really, you know, really well, that Edward will take care of it. They're like, he'll kill everybody anyway. We just have to, you know, act for a few
They're doing a
minutes.
pretty good acting job, I have to say.
Yeah. It's like I could do this, or I could be a pirate elevator operator, and I get paid just as much. But all I do is I just sit around and watch the elevator, and not have to get killed
You mean-
repeatedly because my asshole captain won't pay the fucking bribe.
Hey, Edward is profiting off his notoriety. And now we've got a really fun...
You're deforesting entire. You're causing
You've got a
widespread
really fun
deforestation.
legendary ship coming up. But it's not a legendary ship this time.
I think he just lied. I think he lied. I think it's legendary
I
ships.
just said that. I said it's not a legendary ship this time. It's ships, but you cut me off. But yeah, we have
Oh, I'm sorry.
2 enemies this time. And, yep. Just as soon as you
This
get
is
into
the
mortar
twins.
range, the battle officially begins. Well, maybe not just as soon, but pretty damn close.
So this is the twins, the Sovereign and the Fearless. Basically, their entire gimmick is they like to act in conjunction with each other, and will try to like box you in and cut you off, so the other one can
Yeah,
go
it's
outside and
actually
ram
a
you.
pretty cool enemy AI that will adjust to what you're doing and work in concert
Yes.
together. For example, they split apart there and
Yes.
reacted to where I was going so they could catch me in between them.
Right.
They do not have mortars, they don't have fire barrels, they don't have heavy shots, but their regular broadside will do quite a bit of damage, especially if you are caught in between them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course ramming, they do that a lot too.
Well, in that case, you seem to have gotten the better of the.
Encountering.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's another thing.
Yeah, this is-
normally when you're faced with multiple strong opponents, your first instinct is to take out one, so there's not as many guns firing at you. 99% of the time, this is a good thing. However, when one ship goes down, the other ship starts going crazy, moves like twice as fast, and basically will just try to ram you to death. In which case, you're
It also sets itself on fire. Let's not forget that aspect.
that falls into going crazy.
It's the other. It's the other video game trope of the twin bosses. You kill one.
Yeah, the
The
one
other
goes
one
fuck,
goes
fuck,
How it works here.
and gets twice as strong for some
But
reason.
yeah, if one of these
Yes.
things gets behind you, you are pretty well screwed if you're anywhere below like half health, because it's just going to keep ramming you over and over again, and there's just not a good way to shake it off. So the safe thing would be to like get both into red before you sink one. It's not a huge deal if one's like at 30 or 40% health, but yeah, you need to be careful when you decide to sink. But it also means this battle goes on for quite a bit longer because you need to chip away at both of them. But yeah, even at range, their broadsides can do a lot of damage.
This is by far. This is. See, when I played the game, the next one, which you're saving for last, which you think is the hardest. I don't know if it glitched out for me, but I had a much easier time with it in this fight. This is probably my hardest fight in this game.
I mean, it's a really fun fight, don't get me wrong. It's pretty tough.
Yeah. This one's pretty tough, but it's also at the very least pretty damn generous. If there were mortars.
Yeah, this would be really hard if they had mortars.
Because with mortars, you really can't stop and slow down to really readjust. You kind of have to just keep going. This with no mortars, you do get the chance to kind of just calm yourself and realign.
And the fact that a big hit from mortars will take off a huge chunk of your health.
Yeah. Almost there.
But yeah, one strategy to, since these are that on the chin.
Crunch.
But yeah, one strategy when they get on both sides is, down it goes. Thanks to Fire Barrels. But yeah, one strategy when they're on both sides of you is to slow down all the way, because
Say hit the brakes and they'll broadside each other.
The thing is,
I've
they're
done
going
that.
so fast is that they'll overshoot you when they actually open fire. Yeah, now it's gone.
See?
Now it.
It now sets itself on fire.
Yeah, these crazy ships, they will tear you to shreds if you let this, if they have too much health. Luckily, it did not get a chance to tear me to shreds.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh, and it just disappeared.
Animus glitch.
Now it's the ghost ship.
Well, we're gonna have to let Adewale or something take care of the ghost, Fearless. And the last one, El Impoluto, to give a very 2-minute spoiler, I think.
The unpolluted here.
Now this one.
Oh, that was bad voice acting.
This one fights entirely differently from all the others, in that it will, well, you'll see for yourself. Yep.
Pirate engineering at its finest.
Yeah, so Impoluto's gimmick is that it will always try to ram you. It just never stops trying to get behind you and ram you to death. It will fire out cannon occasionally, but yeah, it is coming right at you, and you need to stay the hell away from it.
Yeah. The other thing is that it can actually charge up a very strong ram. Yes. It charges very, very, very strong ram. I don't know how this works. I don't know why this works. But it works.
The thing is, if you're getting into a ramming contest with this guy, you're probably going to lose.
Unless you manage to catch him on the side somehow, which is kind of hard. because... Yeah, there you go. You lost the top.
And this is where fire barrels come in really handy, since because it's always trying to pursue you, it will usually run smack into fire barrels.
Yeah.
Well,
Except for that case where it dodged them all.
well, I didn't say fire barrels were always awesome.
Yeah. You've actually had the figureheads in for this for a very long time.
Mortars do not do a whole lot of damage to legendary ships. Like, I did almost nothing with that mortar hit.
No.
And this thing also has a lot of health, so you're going to be chipping away at this thing for a while.
Yeah, for some reason it hasn't started to proceed very much. So anyway, when I was fighting this ship the very first time, that I ended up winning, what kind of happened was, it kind of charged at me, hit a wave, went straight up in the air, and then died.
I would love to see that.
I don't know what happened. It just kind of like
I took a
physics
big-
stuff, and it was just like sitting. It was just like sitting straight up, and then
Big
it's
hit
like
there.
It's like a physics bug that you see.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while in this game, like random shit would happen. Like the jackdaw would kind of just like drop all the way in from outer space. I don't know why.
Ooh, got a little hang time there.
Yeah. And there goes.
And that's it. All the legendary ships are dead. And the last one went down thanks to fire barrels.
Yes. So now you get boost power.
Yeah, we basically Mega Man'd the Pure.
Yes. This is actually a really fun ability, and it's a real shame that you basically get it. You can only really get it at the very end of the game when you've gotten all the other ship upgrades.
It's like in RPGs when you get some super powerful ultimate weapon after you beat the hardest boss in the game.
Yeah.
It's just like you don't need it anymore, but it's fun to play around with.
Yeah. Now, on the other hand, in Assassin's Creed Rogue, you actually get the RAM, this actual RAM power up where you charge, almost immediately in the game. You actually get it in conjunction with your actual fucking RAM. So you have it for almost the entire game, and they make you make more use of it in the actual legendary ships in Rogue as well, because they expect you to use the RAM as a dodge to get yourself out of attack range or to dodge mortars. So
yeah, that's one novelty I guess it has in this game. But the thing is, you've already defeated the most powerful ship, so you don't really need you don't need to be more powerful.
you've already taken out the fucking forts.
But basically, the RAM will insta take down everything below a frigate. It'll do a heavy damage to Man of Wars, and maybe on a good day you'll even get a frigate into critical with a RAM charge.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful. And now, Toffle, why are we going to Principe?
I don't know, some stupid shit to go with the observatory, probably.
I have to kill Black Bart.
I was gonna say there's a bar we haven't gotten into a fight in.
You should have seen him. You should have seen him in the last couple of videos. Him flipping over Frontier board games in frustration and punching out people.
Yeah, we had
drunk.
a technical difficulties episode, but there was a lot of checkers involved.
Well, not checkers. There was dumb board games, I will admit, but we did checkers at the very start of the last video.
Yeah. Well,
After I had already won the game.
and then Edward just fell asleep with the bottle and had an epiphany that life is shit, and I really should go do something more with my life, like ramp boats, because I haven't done enough of that so far in this game.
And thanks to Rams, you can also get some serious hang time yourself.
Royal misfortune.
gonna be a long trip.
Going back across the Atlantic Ocean. Again! That's not good.
Oops.
Edward looks like a real pirate captain here.
Who did this?
It were a large vessel, the Royal Fortune.
Roberts.
Offered no quarter, didn't say nothing.
I still don't know why he's wearing the fucking, like, bandana as an eye patch, but whatever.
It's cool. All the cool pirates have eye patches, right? Oh, and he even has a parrot. I thought that was a parrot. It's actually his blow dart.
I have a wooden parrot stuck to my shoulder because that's what all the kids are doing nowadays.
A stuffed shoulder parrot.
It looked like a parrot to me. Yes, the Death Vessel figure, the head looks very nice.
Yes.
That is not Black Bart's ship. It's a random Portuguese ship. The Royal Fortune is on the other side of the island, which means we're gonna have to kill a lot of people to get to it. Shocking, I know.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
No. Now, this is a very fun mission.
Yes,
I'm not going to lie.
Oh, wait, I didn't get the last Animus fragment. There's one right there.
No.
Oh, well.
Wait. It's like, let's
How's it?
get it. I think this is one of the ones. Oh, there's another one somewhere too.
God damn it.
3 chests.
Well, I haven't been back to Principe since the last mission I did here, so whatever.
Yeah, you didn't come back for a fun time. Okay, there's the last Animus fragment.
Or at least, well, there might be one in Nassau. I cannot swear to that, though. Guess we'll see. But yeah, basically there's a ton of guys between you and the far side of the island, and there's plenty of opportunities to get monster kills on them. For example, in the last mission we did here, there was a gigantic fire barrel near an alarm bell, and there's also a bunch of smaller ones. So basically, the game just expects you to kill a lot of people with explosives, and you know what? I'm pretty cool with that.
I'm pretty sure it's in fact an optional objective for this mission too.
Blow everybody the fuck up.
Or
Yeah.
just kill them. Ooh! See what I mean? I just killed 6 guys. God damn.
Yeah, see? Optional objective. Kill 8 people with powder barrels.
And we have a gigantic one. Come on, you idiots. Oh!
Yeah.
That left a mark.
That was a monster kill. I'm sorry. Oh, double counter.
Shock and awe.
Now, double counters happened all the time in Assassin's Creed 3, but they're pretty rare in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just got the special pistol sword kill. Edward shot that guy.
Sadly too rare in fucking Assassin's Creed Syndicate 2 for whatever reason, but
Oh, I got another one.
yeah.
It's unfortunate you can't like aim the swords as pistols, but it's a decent compromise. Is it the last one? I don't know.
I don't know. Looks like you're going for chest now.
I think something would have popped up if that was the last one, so I'm guessing there's a couple in Nassau I'm missing. Because that's the only area on the map I haven't cleared out by now.
Probably.
Now, while it was pretty easy to get down here, there's only one route that goes up. This is not it.
I can scale vertical cliffs, but this dirt's a bit much.
If I only had a winch and a tree.
Now, if only I had that one climbing thing you get from that explorer that lets you climb onto little porous surfaces. Why am I still trying this? It's working. I'm catching on. Oh, yes, I did it!
Oh, so there was a way.
Yeah, told you. There is also a simple dirt path down there. I mean, it goes through a whole bunch of guys, and let's be real, we don't want to alert Black Bart we're here yet.
Yeah, other than you had to kill 8 of it, like
all the fucking
dozen of his men
explosions
using
that tip
explosive
him off.
Yeah, they probably heard that explosion in like South Africa or something. Oh!
Yeah.
How did you miss that? You like landed on his head.
Ooh, I even got a slow-mo one. Close in one. Now he knows we're here. There's just so many explosives around here.
This isn't OSHA compliant, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of workplace safety violations around here.
Well, but everything's being built to code.
The pirate code. You catch that one, Toffel?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That's what I was gonna make. You beat me
I
to my
set that
joke.
one up.
Oh, God.
But at least with this treasure chest, we're doing the Principe. And, you know, you'd think Black Bart would have, you know, hightailed it out of here by now. He has not. I mean,
these crew's really inept and explosions happen all the time.
I mean, as much as I want to make this mission... Oh, hey, they're getting a wild animal. I think the animal just died. As awesome as I want to make this mission, because it's, you know, a big climactic story encounter, let's just say I don't do a great job of making it awesome. Let's throw that out there.
Yeah.
The second alternate objective, when we finally get on the deck of the Royal Fortune, I don't do a great job of doing it.
Hey, Bam!
Watch out for the bomb.
It was worth it.
I told you there was a Bam.
You pulled his head right onto it. Oh, yeah, that was worth it.
Well, I've got to massacre all of Black Bart's crew. Ooh, that wasn't very nice of him. Move it! Oh God, that went badly.
Finally! Somebody hip checks you off the ledge and see how you like it!
Yeah, I usually edit out anytime I die, but that was totally worth it.
Besides, you really can't because it's gonna immediately start you at the checkpoint.
Oh hey, it's a totally different guy. There's a different Swift Runner model for Black Bart's crew.
It's always in situations like this where it's like this, you know, the climbing and whatnot just glitches the fuck out. And you do something like that, you die because Edward's just like, nope. Nope, I'm not gonna jump, or I'm gonna jump off of this. I'm gonna stop right in the middle of this running section, and you're just like, God damn it!
Well, if I had been a little further along and I got hip checked, then I would have landed in the water and would have been fine, but because I landed partially on the rock wall, it counted as the land and I died.
Yeah, so unfortunately here, Black Bart has decided he's going to attack the cliff wall, or something, I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot of explosive barrels up there, and you're just setting them all off, so shit just falls down your path. Doesn't really mean anything,
No.
to be honest. Basically, you just take mortar shots at him for a while. And
Especially since we're a whole lot better at this mortar thing than him.
well, you can fire 3 sets.
Are we gonna ram him? I sure hope so. Ooh! Took out a big chunk. And yeah, he also lays fire barrels down in his path. Not exactly a problem.
Well, you can actually destroy them.
Indeed I can. I mean, they're not even great proximity mines because you don't even have to be right on top. You have to be right on top of them for them to detonate. If you, like, slightly sail to the right or left of them, you'll pass by with just fine. Goodness, we've got a whole party here. English pirates and me and Black Bart. Or English pirates and just Royal Navy guys.
Same thing.
It's Rogers.
Oh, we've got a whole international party. I'm sorry.
Where's the Netherlands?
And yeah, the thing with the real Black Bart is that he met his end kind of in the same way as this. They're basically, he was operating out of this area, as I recall, and a big international group of pirate hunters came around to sink him.
So what's our second objective? Option.
Hang him with the, kill him with the rope darts. Now, I have always interpreted this as you need to hang him with the rope dart. You can't just like throw a rope dart at him, then kill
Stab
him.
him with it or whatever.
Stab him, yes. So it's kind of tricky because Black Bart moves around a lot. It's hard to get. It's hard to just hang out in a position and wait for him to come to you, since it might take a while. But there's no real need to go down on the deck to confront him. But yes, we are way too high to hit him with the rope dart here.
By Jove, Edward, how can I not be impressed by the attention you pay me? May the best of we two sing praises of the second.
I mean, they're still having the same ineffectual fight. It's just Black Bart is running around a lot.
You think that maybe Edward could, use one of those ropes?
And see, I'm trying to be all dramatic here and ascend to the deck in a dramatic way, but... And I dropped into the middle of a fight, so it was pretty cool, but I don't want to fight him. I want to hang him with a rope dart. What am I... Why did I do that? Oh, yeah, I think you can kill him without using the rigging if you're in just the right spot, but he's currently preoccupied and will not entertain us.
Yeah.
But this is where you want to be to reliably hang him with the rope dart. But the problem is there's so many bodies moving around on deck, you have to make sure you are highlighting him before you throw. I mean, I am sure there's another way to do this. This is just the most reliable. Unfortunately,
That isn't
I
Black
messed
Bart.
up and grappled the wrong guy. Sorry, duder.
Just cut his corpse down.
See, this is what I'm talking about by making this big climactic story thing. Not as dramatic as it should be. I'm not paying enough faith to the source material, as I should say. I'm just sort of climbing around on rigging and waiting for him to pass by so I can very goofily string him up on his own rigging, but there we go. Got him.
hoisted by his own petard. Thank you for letting me down.
Hasbro. How well I know myself. And what of you, Edward? Have you found the peace you seek?
I'm not aiming so high as that. What's peace but a confusion between two wars?
Oh, you're a stoic then. But perhaps I was wrong about you. She might have had some use for you after all.
She? Of whom do you speak?
Oh, she who lies in wait.
I mean, we know what he's talking about. Poor Edward does
To
not.
see her again.
No, I don't know.
Oh, goodness. That makes three of us. Two of us.
Talk sense, man.
I was born too soon. Like so many others before.
Where's the device, Roberts?
Do you know the precursor Juno from this series?
Yeah.
That is who he's talking about.
Body, Edward.
Okay.
The Templars.
Basically, there was a plot thread and plot element introduced in this game, the whole sage stuff. Sages are people who can communicate or something, or they're direct descendants of like precursor. Well,
No.
you should explain it.
It's not quite that. It's sages were Juno's husband, who she did an experiment to over the course of Assassin's Creed 3, and as a result have been embedded in humanity's DNA ever since, and people randomly
And
become them.
Black Bart was one of them.
Yes.
This is kind of awkward.
I was gonna say we've got sound effects and shit.
Hang five. Hey, hang
That
five
was
people.
an odd way to end the video.
Yes. But yeah, Black